Hello, it's me, and today I'll be doing a review on my NECA Neomorph from Alien Covenant. I have tried to do this review once before and was going to upload it last Thursday, but something went wrong and it just broke. It said it was too long, it was 16 minutes, and I know how to change it, but meh. No, the Thursday before last. But yeah, oh god, this is a really good figure. Just I'll talk about it in a minute. Some of the things that I'm not very happy with on it. But first, as usual, the box. So it's got Alien Covenant Neomorph, 17 and up. Then it's got a concept art for the Neomorph. I think that might be for the Protomorph actually. Another, that's a Neomorph concept art. More concept art on the back. That's just a drawing of the figure. Alien Covenant, a brief sort of summary of the movie. Top, just Alien Covenant, choking hazard, and just some stuff from the bottom. But with the Neomorph, so the first thing I noticed, I didn't really think much about it until I looked at some other people's Neomorph figures, and their head, that bit's the wrong colour. That should be sort of pink with white teeth. Instead it's like a browny black pink for some reason, which is really strange. I don't know why that's happened. Probably just something in the process where it's going through the factory and stuff. But that's a bit unfortunate. But everything else to me is fine. It's got very strange, so it's got swivel hinges for the hips, but they're different types. They're not like, that one isn't the same as that one, and that one's not the same as that one. You can see that's a bigger one, and that's sort of a thinner, lighter one, which is quite strange. I don't know why they did that. It's just a bit of an odd choice, in my opinion. But it's got some really nice sort of light pink all over it. So it's on the roaring head, this one, it's just a nice light pink. Sort of over where the eyes would have been if it was like a human or something. It has sort of got indentations where the eyes would be, and then it's got ears as well. But it's got nice sculpt underneath as well. It's got its tiny little spikes, which are, because this is a completely different alien, it's still roughly the same design as the Xenomorph, with like all the same back bits, the rib cage, and sort of like the designs of everything. The heads are very different. The Neomorph it sort of looks like a bird. Like if you turn it that way around, it's a bit like a bird, like the eye and then the beak. It's quite funny. But with this one, he doesn't have a tongue like the Xenomorph. His mouth just pops out like that. Well, it doesn't do that in the figure. It's got a different head for the closed. And see, these teeth are white and those teeth aren't, for some reason. A bit strange, but then it's got its ears again. More just light pink all around. And with the head, when you take it off and on, I can't do it now because it hurts taking it off because like it leaves marks where the teeth are. And usually what you should do is like put a hairdryer up to this and then you'll be able to pop it off. But another interesting thing is Ridley Scott is making a new Alien film without this one, just a completely new design, which I think is going to be pretty cool. I don't know where it's come out, he's just announced it. But it's, for the tail, it's really nice, so like this grey, but there are some little spots like there. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see some of the wire going through it. And it's got all the holes going down where they put the wire in. But also, another thing, it doesn't have that weird thing on its foot, like the Xenomorph as well. It's got nothing there. which I quite like. So, because that bit, I don't really understand the point of having that. But it's got really sort of creepy hands. They remind me of Slender Man, if you've ever heard of it. It's like a horror character. They're just these big, long, white fingers with sharp nails on the end. It's really cool. Got the rib cage. It doesn't look as biomechanical as the Xenomorph, and also it's tiny compared to him. But it's really, it is a cool figure. The arm did break on mine, so I just super glued a bit of wire in. It can still move, but it does come out sometimes. But I guess with the articulation. So it's got a sort of a clicky hinge. I don't know what you call it. And then it's got a ball joint where it goes into there, as you can see on this head. It just goes into that portion there. It's got a swivel hinge at the shoulders, so it can go all the way around. It's got a double swivel hinge at the elbows, so that can go all the way around as well. Oh gosh, that can go all the way around. It's got another swivel hinge at the wrists, so it can go about that far back, that far down. Also, the head can fully spin all the way around, and you can sort of get him crawling, which looks quite cool. And then it's got, I think, a ball joint up there, ball joint down there in the chest, underneath the rib cage, so you can get him leaning about that far back, not far forward, really. Then it's got, as I said, a swivel hinge for the hips, but thing is, these are also connected as well, but you can also get them to move separately. Another hinge there, hinge at the top, and then a swivel, so it can go all the way around. It's got a hinge, no swivel, at the ankles, and then it's got a little hinge at the toes, so you can have him sort of crawling-ish like that. Oh god. And then it's got bendy wire in the tail, so you can get some really cool poses with that, sort of going all the way around, which looks quite cool. And yeah, this figure, another accessory it comes with is the back burster, which looks really cute. Just want to tell you, this isn't what it looks like when you get it out of the package. When you get it out of the package, it's basically just white with some little red splotches all over here and there. So me and my dad just basically dipped it in this, can't remember what it's called, but it's like this fake bloody stuff. But then it's got a swivel for the hip, so it can go all the way around. Ooh. Yeah, it's just a little swivel. No movement for the shoulders, unfortunately, and there's swivel for the head. It did break again, so just put a little pole in there. But this guy is quite cute. So this is just after it comes out of the back. One other accessory I would have quite liked them to have added is the little spores. If you've seen the film, like the way this gets created is there are these little spores here and there on the planet that just look like sort of just round little mushrooms. That when you stand on it, it sort of like goes into your ear, your nose and stuff, and then it creates the backburster. I would have liked them maybe just to add that, or just a base where it can stand on with some little spores here and there. That would have been really cool to have that, because it has also got the little hole in the feet to go on the stand you can get for NECA. I forgot to mention that every NECA figure has these little holes on the bottom of their feet. But it has that, it's got really nice detail on the feet as well. Gosh, I keep knocking the tripod. But also, some poses that I quite like are sort of, if I can get him into it, if I can remember how it goes, is like this. So you just have him sort of crouched like that. Looks quite cool. So like when you see him or it, whatever it is, I think it's female. Because all xenomorphs are female because they turn into the queen. I think this is a female, yeah. And this is when like you see it in sort of like the sort of bathroom area eating someone. It's sort of like that. So that's a pose that I quite like. And you can also just have it like that, which looks really cool. It does fall down sometimes. You can pose the tail so it stands up properly. And then for the crawling, I'm really glad they added this, is the head can move a fair way back. Unlike the normal xenomorph. Really annoying. Because in all the films, the xenomorph or neomorph or whatever's in the film is basically always crawling around in the air vents and stuff. So I'm just glad that they added that. So you can get him crawling, which looks quite cool. He does fall over if you try to remove the arms though. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this if you like the Neomorph. It is the only Neomorph that you can get that has articulation, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there are actually any other Neomorph figures besides the one for children, which for some reason comes with the Predator, which is quite strange. But yeah, hope you enjoyed and see you in the next one. Bye.